Well, good evening, everyone. It's nice to see everyone here. It's been a crazy few days. I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. And we are going to, I'm really considering, and I need your feedback on this. And if you're here, let me know you're here. You know, if you're been to my live streams before, you're a subscriber or family member, then hey, Mike, man, that was fast. Welcome back, guys. So I'm considering, you know what I mean? There's a saying, decisions are made by those who show up. And so I want to get your feedback. Those of you who are here, and I'll repeat this again, is I'm looking to see a couple things. One, what times does 7 o'clock work for everyone on Friday evenings? I know tomorrow is, I'm not going to call it a holiday, it's Memorial Day, but normally on Sundays I do a 7 o'clock p.m. live stream, and during the week I do 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that too early for everyone? I'm going to repeat this again for those who come in a little bit, Mike, but I just need to put that out there. Who else is here? Let me know you're here. Hit that like button too, please, and just let everyone know, let the algorithm know that we are here and we are live streaming. And we are going to be going into Gala, a week in review, and that's another thing I want to bring up with you guys. Man, by the way, before I do this, I did a live stream on Thursday. I'm going to be honest with you. Man, it sucked. I think I did, well, thank you, whoever that was. I appreciate it. Hitting that like button. Yeah, man, I did a live stream, and hey, Kelly, awesome. Okay, yeah, Sundays I like a little bit earlier, but during the week 7:30. But yeah, I did a live stream on Thursday where I actually went out of the norm, and I did like altcoins to look into for before the next bull run. Man, it just didn't go well. I got disconnected, and it was a mess. So I think it might have been too much overloaded on my old Mac. I have an old Mac. A lot of people are saying, oh, you should get a Mac Mini and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking, hey, David, awesome, man. Oh, man, you're back. Very cool. Well, welcome back, David. Okay. And I'm going to keep throwing this out there. I'm going to try to adjust my camera a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. That doesn't chop my head off. So, hey, but before I go into that, I want to share with you guys something. We are up to 500 subscribers now, guys. We hit 500 today. I can't believe it. I mean, for a lot of people, that's nothing. But for me, I'm just really stoked, and I appreciate you guys all. Thank you very much. We hit 500. And, 1,000's going to be next, but whatever. Whoever joins the family joins. But, yeah, I did the live stream on no, it wasn't Thursday. What am I talking about? It was Wednesday. And I did about, top altcoins to get before the next bull run. And, man, it was not good. It just was too slow, too lagging, too technical, too much technical stuff going on. And also mechanical with my computer, so it was just, oh man. So, but anyway, so I want to get your feedback, and those of you who are watching, there's 7 of us now. Thank you. Let me know you're here. Say hello. Remember, you don't have to be shy here. We're all friends. We're all Ohana. We're all a family. So don't be afraid. If you're new to this live stream, let us know who you are. Introduce yourselves. Let us know where you're from. We are all here together, so we're a team, right? So, but I want to get your thoughts about, I had someone comment to one of my videos saying that to stick maybe with a couple of coins and focus on those. Now, Gala seems to be the one that I cover, honestly, the most. It's primarily the coin that I cover, dare I say, almost 100% of the time. So I enjoy doing these videos, especially because it's heavy in my portfolio, and maybe that's part of the reasons why. But are you guys getting sick of me focusing mainly on Gala? Are there other Would you like me to diverse more, stick with Gala, and do some different? I like reporting on news, things that are coming up, which reminds me, I got to remind you guys, just in case of what's coming up in June. I'm making a note here so I don't forget. But if you guys want me to focus and be more diversified on the cryptos that I cover, or if you want me to stick with Gala, that's fine too. I'm probably going to put a poll in our YouTube channel at some point in the next day or so asking about that. So it'll be in the community tab. But if you want to respond to that, that's great too. I want this channel to be educational, and I don't really care. I'm good with just doing Gala and some news, but I want to know what you guys want to see. You want me to get more technical analysis, especially on my videos. Anything that comes up that I feel is noteworthy, I want to share with you guys as quick as I can get it recorded and out. And nice, we have 10 people here. Thank you so much, guys. And we got 4 likes. Keep hitting those like buttons, please. It really helps YouTube tell everyone that we're here. And I want to kind of get right into it. So let me know what you guys think. One, you want me to focus more on Gala or more diversified in my cryptos that I cover? Do you want more price predictions or anything? What do you want to see in this channel? I want to give you guys what you want. You know what? I'm gonna share this because I gonna tend to agree. Technical analysis, I kind of agree. Now, you're gonna get people who are like, "Are you kidding me? You gotta have technical analysis," and I think it's good. But if a crypto's only been around a year, or not even, you can't even go beyond the 200-day average. How are you gonna know? But yeah, Gala's one of my number one things too. But there's a lot of things going on. Did anyone here see Jason's AMA on Thursday? I was not available. I actually, as you guys know, my band One Way Forward came out and we did our first. We had a listening party on Thursday, and our EP came out on Friday. So it's going all over the place. It's on Spotify. It's on, Amazon. It's on, iTunes. So, just type in One Way Forward. Set You Free is the EP. And I'm playing drums on it, guys. So just in case. I also have been trying to reach out to the guys at Gala Music. Because I'm like, man, we'd be perfect for them. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll hear anything back for them. But anyway, we'll see. And, we're getting some really good interaction. And don't worry, guys. I'm going to scroll back up in a minute. But I want to kind of cover what I covered. Keep hitting those like buttons. I really appreciate it. Saying hello. Have conversations with yourself, too. That's great with each other. Connect. But I actually watched on Friday the replay of Jason's. Jason Brink is doing which is going to be, coincidentally, it's going to be right around the time that we have our live streams on Thursdays. So I'm thinking maybe if I can work it out with the technical part of it, maybe I can live stream his AMA. This last one, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, really, honestly, didn't tell me a whole lot. It was really focused on games. There wasn't a whole lot regarding the V2 airdrop, and which was fine because I'm sure he's probably sick of answering the same questions over and over again. But I personally didn't really get anything that was like, wow, that's amazing. I've got to write that down. I really didn't get that from this AMA. Now, I really like the fact that he is going to be doing them every Thursday. I think that's really cool. And I think it's needed now to get people confidence. So that was one thing. And I know we talked about it going through and maybe talking about his AMAs. And, we'll have to see how it goes, if that works or not. But if anything else, Sunday nights I want to have Gala, like the Gala Galaxy Weekly Recap. Oh, man. All right, so Kelly's talking about these Gala hoodies. Hey, man. Oh, man, we're getting a lot of people in tonight. Nice to see everyone, guys. Let me know you're here, where you're from. You know what? I have been waiting for Gala merch forever. And the only thing is I thought I heard him say they're coming out with like select like for the hoodies, like special edition, only 100 of those. I mean, I hope they're gonna have regular hoodies, and like I like baseball hats even though I don't wear them here. So North Carolina, hey William, nice to see you here, man. Yeah. So I'm Gala Moon. Can't wait to give me some Gala hoodies. I can't wait till they get their merch store up. And you know what would be interesting? Now tell me what you guys think of this. What if Gala, and I don't know this if they're going to do it. If you guys have, let me know. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm in Florida. So let us all know where you are. But wouldn't it be interesting if you could buy, not that I particularly would, but if you could buy merch with Gala and that Gala would be burned? How would that be? What do you guys think about that? How do you think that would help the ecosystem? If you bought merch with Gala and that Gala that purchased the merch, that would go into a burn wallet or a dead wallet. What? I mean, I don't know. They've got to make money somehow. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but or at least a portion of it. If they could put that into like a smart contract where 50% goes, 50% goes into like some burn wallet, and the 50% goes, for the project. But what do you think about that? Does that make sense? Having Gala pay for merchandise. I mean, they can't. They've got to make some revenue off of it. And I'm just afraid that if they would just jack up the price so damn much, it would be hard to do. So maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. But that would be kind of a cool thing if they did that. I wasn't even there. I didn't watch it. I probably would have. Maybe what I'll do, Nick, is maybe I'll put that out there in one of the Discord channels and say, look, what if we could work it in there where you pay for whatever it is? Like, I like hats or t-shirts, things like that. Hoodies in Florida, not so much unless I'm working out. But I don't know. Could you guys foresee any issues with that? And by the way, how many here have? So if you're new to this live stream, give me like a thumbs up. Can you give me a thumbs up or any kind of a emoji letting me know that you're new? If this is your first time attending our live stream, let us know, because we've got some crusty old veterans here like Mike and I think David's here and a bunch of you other guys. But if you're new, let us know, because you guys, we want to make sure we make you feel at home, make you feel welcome. All right. I'm just grabbing some water, guys. My apologies. I think we all love the idea of merch, and what a great way to promote your that's just good branding. For like 30 years I ran a martial arts school, and my uniforms had the name of my school on the front, on the back, and you could have like different kinds of t-shirts made, and it's just a good way to kind of like people, you wear a baseball hat and like, Gala, what the hell is a Gala? And you could say, perfect. What a great way to segue into what Gala is. So I think it's just good branding, but they've been talking about it for a while. They really need to get that stuff out. Even if it's just on a limited basis. Like, I love coffee mugs. I'm a coffee mug collector. So anywhere that I go, I collect coffee mugs. And if I can do it, if I'm in Vegas, coffee mug. If I'm in San Francisco, I'm going to grab a coffee, Disney World, grab a coffee mug. I just love coffee mugs. So coffee mugs, hoodies, hats, t-shirts, those kinds of things I think will go quick. And maybe make up some of the money that they burned blasting out those nearly $21 billion tokens. So Anyway, I just want to get your thoughts on that. And if you have any ideas, any other thoughts, let me know. That'd be cool. Magnets? Yeah, fridge magnets. Those are good to pop off beer. I meant open up the bottles and stuff. Not beer bottles, of course. Whatever. But any kind of bottles. It's nice to have those. Those things are cheap. You can get those stuff made real cheap. I used to do that kind of stuff, and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. But man, what a great way to kind of, because there's 250,000 wallets, Gala wallets. Man, you get a portion of that, or a small percentage of that. You can make some pretty decent money with that, So that's kind of the thing that I got out of it the most was basically the hoodies, and he was pushing the hoodies. I'm like, all right, I get it, but let's get moving along. But so now, speaking of moving along, let me look here. Let's see who's here. Root beer, right? Root beer, David. This is a family show. So now I want to kind of talk a little bit about what's been going on with these wallets, especially with Ledger. They're killing me, Smalls. Ledger is just really, they need to really get their act together and upgrade these wallets, man. Upgrade these contracts so people see only the right Gala and not like Gala V1. And then they've got two Galas, one with zero value, one with the other. And it's like, or both have equal. It's a little bit of a mess. And I heard today from one person said their Ledger wallet was fine. The other person said they're having an issue with not being able to see the right contract. I'm like, come on. So I really hope that Gala decides, or not Gala, but Ledger gets their act together, upgrades these addresses for people, because it's really not cool. We're end of the second week of this V2 upgrade, and people are still having issues. I mean, that's got to be crazy. You know what I'm going to do? I want to take a quick look while we're here, and I want to see what Gala's running. All right, I'm going to see who can beat me. I'll see if anyone can figure out the price of Gala before I do. Oh, we're pumping a little bit, guys. We're like 3 cents, 0.14. So, all right. That's not bad. Better than where we were a couple of days ago in the 2 9s, 2 8s. So, that's really good to have that. And again, if you're watching this afterwards, I'm not excluding you, I promise. Let us know that you watch this in the replay. So Dojo Fam, FAM. And if you haven't liked our channel or subscribed to it, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I greatly appreciate you all very much. And I'm glad that you're here now on streaming and also watching afterwards. Everyone is equally important here. We are all family, no matter if you're just coming in for the first time or you, like I said, you're a veteran. And by the way, is anyone here a veteran? I know tomorrow's Memorial Day, and I don't want to kind of bum us out, but I think tomorrow it's really important that we want to make sure that even though everyone has days off and all that kind of stuff, we still want to remember, why Memorial Day is Memorial Day. So if you have a veteran in your family, or you've had family members I've had uncles, and my father was in Korea and they've passed on. So let's make sure we're just thinking of them and maybe toasting them tomorrow to honor what they've done for us, their sacrifice. So Mike, you yeah, all right. So I'm going to address this because we're talking about wallets. Mine shows V1 with zero value and V2 as normal. All right. So Kelly, so that means you're seeing the price, the accurate price on the second one. If that's the case, hide the first one. Just hide it in your wallet and just don't even look at it, because it's irritating. Should not have to be doing that. All right, I'm going to be punching these up because I know Mike and Kelly posted something. Still the same contract address. I tried sending some to the exchange and now it never oh, man. It's because I haven't upgraded. And this is such a... Man. And a lot of people are putting this on Gala. This is out of their hands. This is not Gala anymore. This is... Oh, okay. This is their... Hey, Michael. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, this is all wallet addresses, new contract. Yes, I hid the other one. Okay, good. Yeah, but see, Kelly's running into issue. Now, Kelly, you actually have 2 galas with the same address? No, that's not right. Hey, what's up, Michael? Glad to see you, man. Glad you're here. Glad everyone's here. I think things are getting better slowly. I think what's happening is I think everyone is okay, all right, so you have separate addresses. Okay, that's good. At least that's good. So hide that old one because that's just a pain in the ass. You don't need to be seeing that. So hopefully this week Ledger will update their stuff and we won't be running into this issue anymore, or CoinMarketCap or whoever. So I actually had a conversation with someone later this past week, and they were just railing on Gala and railing on Coinbase and just ripping them, and because they were like 5 days late, 6 days late from moving their Gala out of Coinbase. And I'm like, I just couldn't do it, guys. I'm like, I was trying to be empathetic, but this person had what they said had a substantial amount on Coinbase. And I'm thinking to myself, if you have a substantial amount of Gala on Coinbase, Gala announced this a month before. Coinbase emailed everyone 2 weeks prior. You have people on YouTube. All you have to do is you just have to step outside your house. You're going to get hit with some kind of a notification that Gala is being delisted from Coinbase and their V2 upgrade is happening. And I just had to say, I'm sorry, but you got to pay attention. If you have tens of thousands of dollars invested in a project, dude, you gotta be paying attention, man. You know what I mean? It's just people get into crypto and they think it's like the stock market. It's not the stock market. This is cryptocurrency, baby. You better pay attention. You better pay attention. Yeah, man. And I felt bad, but I was like, dude. And I actually posted this is a video that I did last weekend. You guys remember. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but if you get punched in the face, it's not the other guy's fault. Right? So keep your hands up, your chin down, move out of the way, throw a kick, do something, move. You can't just be taken for granted that everything stands still. Right? There's a Chinese saying, right? Running water never grows stale. You got to keep moving. So in crypto, it's so critical. It's so important to pay attention to what's going on around you. And especially hopefully, now I hope, and I don't know, those of you guys who are here now are in Discord. Are you guys here in Discord for Gala? How many of you guys here have a Gala Gold account? Is anyone here or anyone watching this afterwards have a Gala Gold account? So, all right. So I'm going to cover a couple things with Gala, and you can do whatever you want. I happen to be a Gala Gold member, and I'm going to give you some of the pros, some of the things that they can maybe work on in the future. But inevitably it's going to come back to like much more positive. So if you're not a Gala Gold member, basically what it is it's a lifetime membership. You make one payment or you're charged one fee, whatever it is, and you're done. And right now it's about $50, and it has been forever. So now, whatever that looks like in Gala token, because you can pay for it with Gala. Now, you also have to use a little ETH too, so you need some ETH in there as well. But the main benefit of having a Gala Gold account, honestly, is the Discord. The benefit you get from being in the Gala Gold Discord and some of the other channels is so worth it for that $50. Now, they say you get NFTs and they're having drops and all this other stuff. I don't remember getting it. Maybe I did get an NFT. I think I got a Town Star NFT when I first joined. But that really was about it. But quite honest, I didn't care because I was in these Discord channels where you have Jason Brink, who's the president of blockchain at Gala Games. He's in there a lot. So you're able to ask him questions real time. And then you have, I believe, Eric Schromeyer, who's one of the founders of Gala. He's in there. And they have mods and everyone else there who are really knowledgeable. And you get a lot of information. And you have the opportunity to get into like a sneak peek channel. So you're able to get into other channels. So for the most part, you're paying, $50? I think you could pay it in fiat if you want to pay it in money. You can. I didn't want to do that. And I think I only paid at the time, what was it, maybe, I can't remember how much it was when I got it. But it ended up being like $50 worth of Gala plus whatever pittance of ETH fees it was at that point. So maybe something to consider. And then you can also, interact more with everyone too, and who knows whatever benefits they're gonna else put out. So Gala Gold is something maybe to consider if you're not a member already. You may want to think about it. And I'm gonna just take a look here. I've been seeing Mike has been having at it. Show up on Ledger also. And if you guys have questions about anything, let me know. Show up on Ledger also. However, I tried sending some to Uphold that never went. Oh. Yeah. Mike, that's a great idea. So, especially with everything going on now, I think anything, if you want to try and do an experimental transaction and you want to send out of like your Ledger wallet to maybe an exchange or something, do it in a small amount. Do like really small and see what shows up. And then you'll know if it shows up with the right address and you're seeing the value of it. But if not, then you kind of know. So that's a great idea, Mike. Whenever you do any kind of a transaction, you should always make it kind of small at first. Yeah. Now, I may not do that with if I have it saved, if I have that address saved that I'm sending it to, and I've done it before. But if it's a brand new address, or in this case, the volatility that we're seeing with these contracts, it's not worth it. It's not worth running the risk of making an error and losing what you thought, was maybe you thought, okay, good, I'm going to get this stuff out of here, and all of a sudden it doesn't show up for some reason. So better to go small. Then you can go big afterwards. Once it works and you're like, oh, phew, thank God, I can move on. Then you can do it bigger. But yeah, it's always going to do it smaller. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. So we've covered is there any questions or anything you guys want me to go into before I move into my next thing? So we've covered, again, if you're here and you're watching this, and even if you're watching this live stream as a replay, I want your feedback. One, would you like me to focus on more diversified cryptos or primarily stick to Gala? I'll do whatever you guys want. I will create a poll. All right, guys. So I don't know if I'll get to it tonight or tomorrow, but I will create a poll. And then 2, for our live streams, do you like 7:30? Is later better? I know we have some people who join who are like in New Zealand or the Philippines that are like 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So that's tough regardless, but I just want to try to find the times that's going to work. So I'll put that out. So we covered that. We've talked about Gala Gold. We've talked about V1 with the wallets. And then this month has been a huge month for Gala in regards to their May Mayhem. I mean, they've had like their games have been going off the chain this month. I mean, they've got Grit, that's a big thing. Now, unfortunately, I have a Mac. That really limits my ability to play a lot of these games because I don't have access to them. Michael, I think you asked me that. Did you ask me that last week? IMX. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not really familiar with those guys, with those two projects. What are they? Give us a heads up. Give us like a quick, if you can, like a 2 or 3 sentence description of both would be cool. I mean, right now my focus is really just, as I said, I'm sticking to the cryptos that I've been dollar cost averaging in. Now, I have to tell you, my H-bar, I love the rewards. I mean, I don't have a small bag of H-bar, but I'm staking it, and I'm getting like 1 H-bar a day for the little pittance that I have. So it's like, okay, well, cool. So I have that. I have my ADA, of course, and I have, some other projects that I have. Of course, Gala. I haven't bought any Gala. And right now, I actually have pretty much all of my Gala on my Gala account. That's where I'm sitting at right now. I will move it out of there later, but I'm not touching it until everything gets settled. It's too crazy. I don't want to move. I know that I've got my... Oh yeah, Mutable X. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that my Gala is safe and sound right there on Gala. I'm not moving it until it gets situated. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Here, I'm gonna put this up here, Mike. So Myra or Myra. Maybe I did look into them once. I mean, diversification is really important. I agree. Oh, Mike's giving us a skinny. Mike, do you mind if I put this up? I won't. Can I put this up so other people can see it? They'll see it if I do it here. What I mean by that is if someone watches this later, they'll see what you're DC and A in. So, you're good? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I'm honoring what you want to have. So, Quint, Gala, Algo, H-Bar, Jasmine, man. CRXLM. I love it. I love me some XLM. That was one of... If you want, I can tell you what my top 5... If you guys didn't watch my live stream, I can tell you exactly what I chose. XRP are my DCers, yeah. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to tell you guys because you're freaking awesome. All right? You guys are awesome. So I actually had 6 coins that I chose. I have, now these are cryptos that I have now or have had and looking to buy back in, but I'm not doing this in any particular order. Gala, of course. ADA, of course. Fetch. HBAR. BAT token from Brave. I'm going to tell you guys something. If you're not using Brave browser, why not? That's a great browser, guys. And you can get crypto from browsing. Anyway. And then I knew it. And then XRP was an honorable mention. Before you guys go ahead and hammer me, the reason that I'm waiting is because I want to see what shakes out. The 13th of June is going to be a big deal, guys. Make sure you're paying attention, because on the 13th of June, that's when the documents that the Hemlin documents come out. Yeah. And we're going to find out kind of what the SEC's conversations, their inner dialogues, their inner memos and emails are going to show. So the 13th of June, be paying attention, because we should be seeing at the end of that day, you know, some updates with this SEC Ripple case. I'm just so torn. I mean, I like Ripple. I really do. I just can't justify right now. There's so uncertainty. This is where my conservative nature comes in. Now, if I feel like the winds are like, wait a minute, something's drastic happened, I will reevaluate that, of course. But right now, but I like XLM. I actually had Jasmine for a long time too. But I don't know. I just didn't see at the time. There wasn't much going on. I'm like, I'd rather focus my energies. Yeah, because actually at one point I had Jasmine and I had Shiba Inu at the same time. So it was crazy. And then, it's interesting. HBAR, that is, to try to explain that to somebody, man, it's kind of challenging. To try to explain what HBAR is, Hedera, and what they do with their hash graph and their the gossip protocol. I mean, sort of, but if a person is not into crypto, there's no way in the world I'm going to sit there and try to tell them about HBAR. They're not going to know it. They're going to have not a clue about it. So, wow. Mike, are you serious? That is how not to diversify. You are, wow, 100% in XRP. I mean, you need to take him out, do something, shake him. You know what? Invite him to this live stream, Mike. He needs to hear it not coming from you, but from someone else or from others, because that's, woo. Wow, don't worry, we won't spill the beans that you told us, unless he's watching this video, then he knows. But still, that's, man, boy, he's a gambler. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. That's not me, not at all, not one little bit. So, I hope at some point he must be paying real close attention. Maybe he knows something we don't. I don't know, but man, I'd be petrified if I did that. I'd be popping Advil every 5 seconds. Every time I heard the initials XRP or Ripple, I'm gonna I'd be freaking out. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, so we covered the wallets. We covered the V2 with Ledger, Gala Gold. What else? Mayhem. All these games going on, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of stuff. There's some, I don't know. So David's saying crypto is a gamble. So is getting in your car and driving to the store, my friend. Um, I think if you do the research and you do due diligence and you really kind of take the time to really dig in, it's less of a gamble. I think it becomes strategic. Now, if you just jumped in, now this is why, Mike. This is why I don't get into yeah, it's like this is why I don't get involved in coins that just started up. I stay away from them like the plague, because to me that's too much volatility for my taste. I kind of want to have a little bit more of like the odds are in my favor. If I'm in a project that's like it comes out and it has no utility, it's just it's just something goofy. There's no way in the world I'm going to invest in that, because then you are absolutely gamble. So I will say in some degrees, yeah, I would agree with you on that. Again, it all depends on what sort of project that you're involved in. So risk management, yeah, that's a big deal. Risk management, and diversification. Also, when you diversify your portfolio, now I know Gala doesn't like us talking about that. The rate of the return on investment, but it's one of those things where I was in. Okay, I'm gonna share a little story with you guys. So back in 2021, I was briefly involved in a brand new project called Saitama. Now, in the beginning of it, I thought it had a potential. They were coming out with SataMask, and it was like their own like MetaMask wallet where you could buy crypto from there and that kind of stuff. And I first was like, okay, this sounds kind of intriguing. I'm going to get a small bag. And I did. I didn't spend hardly any. So I didn't have any real stake in it at all, other than the fact that I was like, okay, let's try this and see. And then as the weeks and months came by, I've done videos. You can always go back and check out the videos that I've done. But I became increasingly disappointed and really like, I'm out of here. It got to a point where I was just like, there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I don't want to go rehash it all, but I got out very quickly, and I'm glad I did, because people lost their freaking shirts, and some people made big money though, and then some just got crushed. And some became so fanatical about that project that it was really difficult to be a part of it, because there's very aggressive language and very just really intense, really gnarly, as a matter of fact. So that was one of the reasons why I stopped really getting involved in some of these projects, because they'll come out like gangbusters and then just rug pull you. And I really try to stick with established crypto projects. Like, honestly, I think that Gala is one of the lowest risk cryptos you can look into, just because of their infrastructure that they have. Their music, their games, their films, just all these things they have going for it. So that is one of the reasons why, just one of the reasons why I'm involved in Gala. And we'll continue to DCA. Once everything settles out, I probably won't start doing anything more DCAing into Gala until like the middle of June. And then I'll start to, increase. But that's kind of where I'm at with Gala on, with the risk management. But I do agree that you gotta really be mindful. And this goes back to paying attention to your investments. You can't just fall asleep and wake up and then bad stuff happens. Gotta pay attention. Yeah, everything can be risky. You know what I mean? So this is why, again, you diversify and you just try to make the best intelligent choices you can. Yeah, I think so too. When they have their own get their blockchain out, David, I think so too. Because that'll give a lot more oomph, more utility, more use case, and just more. Because then others can come in and get involved in that blockchain. So that'll be cool. Hopefully that's supposed to happen this year. Hopefully that happens sooner than later. They could really use that goodwill right now. Trying to think of anything else going on. I just want to wait until everything settles down. If I do, it'll be on Binance. Not if, I will. I just want to make sure contracts are good to go. I want to see where everything shakes out. Like, I feel good about what I have right now, Sal, and thank you for commenting. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, that's just me. I'm really conservative, guys. I'm low risk. You know what I mean? I will try to. The only risk I like is the game, and the board game. But I try to take as much risk out of it. So, part of me wants it to go lower. Part of me wants it to go higher because it's like we need to have that. That push. And I'm not really greedy. I have diversified my stuff so much that, I don't need to have everything all in one crypto. I can spread it out, which is what I like anyway. Because then you never know. You may get 5x over here, 10x over here. You may lose 2x down over here. It all kind of balances out. But again, everyone has their own strategies, and you have to definitely do what's right for you and, figure out your right strategy. But if you are watching here now and you have hit that like button, if you don't mind, let people know that we're here. I'm going to keep tonight shorter tonight, guys. I'm not going yet, but soon. And then tomorrow night, I'm not going to do a live stream because it's Memorial Day. I want to spend time with the family, but we will be back on Tuesday at 7:30. But I'm not leaving yet, so don't worry. All right, so let's do this. Now that I've covered everything I need to cover, everything is gone. All right, what do we want to talk about? Now we can kind of open up the floor to any questions or comments, or we can kind of open it up a little bit to see if anyone has anything. I'm glad everyone's having a good weekend. I hope everybody is anyway. And maybe next week, when you come in and you wait for our live stream to start, I need to upgrade the copyright information to our music so I can put our music on the beginning, on the 5 minutes beforehand. That'll be cool. So that'll be coming soon. That's for sure. So is there anything anyone wants to cover? Any questions, any comments, anything along those lines? Because I am here for you guys, and I appreciate you guys all very much. I'm going to click this on here. Mike said we have seen the button BTC trades above 3 without holds there for a week or two, and I'll say the bottom was in. Yeah, like I said, June 13th and 14th going to be a big deal. Really going to be a big deal. Because also on the 13th, we're going to find out the inflation numbers for the United States. And then on the 14th, we're going to find out what the Fed is going to do with interest rates. They're probably going to raise them again. But we're going to find out. So the 13th and 14th of June, mark those in your calendars, guys. Yes, I saw that too, getting some notification. That's great. You always, whenever you see a pump that's it's like, whoa, this went up just like 7%. What happened? You got to go back and try to find and cover, like, what was it? What happened? Something happened to BTC. What happened? So Sal is asking me about Shiba Inu and Shiba Swap. So I don't have those in my portfolio right now. I had Shiba Inu for a while. I made some pretty good money with that back in 2021, but I don't have them in my portfolio right now. So I think Shiba's a good project. I think it's gonna be hard. It's so hard because if you believe in Shiba Inu, like really do, and you believe where they're gonna go, then you're gonna be buying in. I stepped away because I knew that Shiba was gonna be down hard for a while, especially going into this bear cycle, and I got exposed to Gala. So I actually took the money that I had invested in Shiba and put it into Gala. So I went from one, and I love Shiba. I'll never slam it because it did right by me, and I think they got a good thing going. I think they have lots of potential. I think they do. Will I get back in? I don't know. Maybe, and then just put it away and forget about it. That's the kind of project they have such high. When you have such a high token count, man, it's really tough to kind of get that up. But maybe I'll get a bag again and hold on to it for a while. Yeah. And you got to make sure you get out. So Michael basically just saying that memes can be, I mean they can be. Again, they're actually what called community tokens now, and that's kind of why I kind of stay away from those at this point. No disrespect to anyone else who has those, totally fine. Hey, that's absolutely every situation is different, but for me, I choose to kind of stay away from those right now. I hope so, Sal. I hope Shiba Swap's a huge success. I love it when crypto projects just, when they have something that, as long as it's not like everything else. That's the biggest thing is a lot of times you see projects, oh, this is something totally different. I'm like, how is it different? It's the same as this other project. There's no difference. So I have a affinity for Shiba Inu. I think that it could do really well with everything that it's doing. So I hope it does well. And maybe I'll get back in. Who knows? But if I do, it'll be a small bag and I'm going to stash it away and I won't look at it for 5 years and we'll see what happens. Again, we only want to invest money that we're not afraid to lose anyway, right? I mean, that's how you mitigate your risk, is like you don't take money away from something in the real world, car payment, house, food, electricity, whatever, and put it into crypto. It's what you have after everything's over. Or if you have it budgeted in like $10, $20, $50 a week, well, then that's different. But how you can mitigate your risk is if the money that you're putting in isn't like you need to have it. If I put $2,000 on a crypto, I need this to pump by, I've got 2 weeks. This needs to go 3x. Then you are taking a huge risk, especially in this climate we're in right now. So I think that's another way to reduce your risk, is only invest money you're not afraid to lose. If you get it, great. Not that we all want to lose money and burn it, but at least it's not coming out of more of a prioritization. If that makes any sense. Nice. Got 12 likes. Very cool. So yeah, we'll see. Now you're gonna make me have to take a look at Shiba Inu again and see. That'd be like the only one I would get involved. I would never, you know, because it wasn't Shiba Inu that got. It was CoinMarketCap and all the beginnings of the war in Ukraine. That's what really just destroyed Shiba Inu in November of 21. That was rough. I was sitting there going, I can't believe it. Good thing I took profits. So hey everybody, I want to also say I want to make sure I've covered everything. Pretty much that's kind of where we are now. I do want to give one little piece of advice, if you could take it or not. You know, you're going to run into people, and we've all done it, where people are either going to believe in crypto or they're going to be totally against it. We want to be very careful of what we recommend to family and friends. When I talk to people, it's more like I'm making them aware of the project, giving them places to go where they can look. But I never go to someone and say, you got to buy into this. Because you tell someone to buy a particular crypto and then the bottom goes out and they've lost everything. Now you're on the hook, and how can you look at that person again? So in this kind of a situation, or in general, I think we want to be very careful about when we talk to people. Be very, because again, they're either going to believe in crypto, or they're going to think it's crazy. They're going to think you're crazy. So when I tell people that I am a blockchain cryptocurrency consultant, coach, not a financial advisor, that I teach people how to use the technology, how to do the research. You know, I put the power in their hands. I show them the hows, not the whats. Here, this is what you should do, or you know what I mean? They have to figure that out. So whenever we are, and if you're watching this at home on the replay, it's the same thing. We love Gala. Those of us who are here, we love Gala. We love Ada. We love we love Jasmine. We love Shiba Inu. But if we're talking with someone who has no idea what that's about, I think we got to be careful not to do the FOMO, because if they're exposed to it, yeah, they're in a situation now where things are down. They buy into it and then they lose more. They're going to come back to you and go, hey, how you told me this was a great project. How come it's down 10%? When they don't understand how volatile crypto can be at times. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there to you guys. I was thinking about this today. I'm like, for mass adoption, yes, we need to be able to communicate with people, but we also need to show them how to do the research themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, like, again, your risk, you have to determine what your risk tolerance is and what each person, and that has to be a decision that they make. Now, this is what I did. I think those of us who are parents, I'm not sure how many are parents who are watching this, and I'm not even talking just crypto. I'm talking just investing in itself. I think, because they don't teach that in school. No one teaches you how to invest. The stock. Now, I remember being in 7th grade. Was it 7th or 8th? My social studies teacher, we did a whole section on the stock market, bull markets, bear markets, all, and we got into it. I can't remember all of it, but I just remember us getting into how to different ideas, different things to what these were when you're dealing with the stock market. Now they have crypto courses in college, which is something that's interesting. But I think that teaching our children sound investment strategies that, obviously if it's working for us, I think is probably a good idea. You remember, teach a person how to catch a person a fish. You teach them, you feed them for the day. Teach them how to fish. You feed them for a lifetime. So I know with my oldest son, I sat down with him and we got talking about, because he sees what I do all the time, and he's like, Dad, I want to invest. I want to put money in what you do. And I go, wait a minute. I don't want you to just put without thinking blindly, like just because I put money in doesn't mean you should. You should, and you are going to research and look into how crypto works first off, and what his interests are. What do you like to do? Is it gaming? If it's gaming, is it what? Finding out what his interests are, and then trying to maybe give possible ideas about, okay, well, once you understand how crypto works, then here's some crypto projects that might fit what you're looking for, and now you can research what those are. So those are some things that I think is important, so it becomes generational. Yeah. It, again, but also communicating what the risks are. But again, that goes with you know those of us who are into crypto that we're here now, and those who are watching on the replay, then that there's risk to everything, and we just want to make sure that we're being as more informative, like Mr. Spock kind of a thing. Like, this is the information, be aware of it. Expect it to be volatile at times. You can go up 10%, down 10%. Expect that. So once they understand, then it kind of has to be, and they're going to look to you as the expert. So we really want to make sure that we're really taking care, especially those we care about. We want to make sure that we're helping them as best we can. But I just wanted to share that little bit of advice with everyone. I hope you guys are having a great evening. And so remember, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be back on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We're going to talk about Gala, and I will have a poll up, so check out the community in the next 24 hours or so. You guys have a great evening. If you have not subscribed already to our channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Thank you so much. And, share these videos with your friends. Sometimes it's like if you have kids, you could tell them the same thing over and over again. They won't hear you, but someone else outside of us tells them the same thing. Then they all of a sudden listen. So there you go. So guys, I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you guys and see you all soon on Tuesday, as a matter of fact. All right, guys. Good night.